Winnemucca, we are the Dustborn! We're the freaks, we're the outcasts. We look just like you, we're nothing like you. Your past due. We will eclipse you. We're the aliens, we're the refugees. We walk among you, we're right behind you. Your time is past, your kind won't last. We're the Dustborn! This bug is airborne. We're the newborn. Our kind is newborn. We're the Dustborn. This bug is airborne. We're the newborn. Our kind is newborn. We're the Dustborn. Thank you. We'll be here all night.
I'm trying to eat my lunch.
You've been avoiding me all day.
I've already said my piece. Maybe I just don't want to talk.
Sure, but going back to rebuild Liberty is a noble idea. But it's too late.
Only if I keep running. The people are still alive. We can work together with the other communities to build something. Or at least, that's what I thought before you came back.
That's unfair, sis.
I've lost my
I don't-
appetite.
When you have a moment, I'd like to talk about something.
Someone should wait no.
How's it going?
The bus is operating as expected, the humidity is low, and our visibility is high. It's going well.
With you, I mean. How are you doing?
I'm operating within expected parameters, although I'm detecting some abnormal data from one of my subroutines. I'm sure it's nothing. I can run a self-diagnosis if you wish.
Okay.
Self-diagnosis will be completed in 37 minutes. Can I assist you with anything?
I guess my sister managed to put Humpty Dumpty together again.
Pardon me. Oh, right, I am Humpty Dumpty. She did an excellent job. She's a very skilled mechanic. I recommend staying seated when
How
we're in
fast
motion
are you
in case I
going?
need to make a sudden stop.
Just don't get caught speeding, okay?
My programming won't allow it. I recommend staying seated when we're in motion in case I need to make a sudden stop.
How many hours until Utah?
About 4 hours to the border. We'll stop for the night once we've crossed into Utah. We won't make it to New Jerusalem today.
That's fine. We're not scheduled to arrive before midday tomorrow.
That won't be a problem. I'll continue driving until sunset today, and we'll set off again at first light. Feel free to adjust the radio.
Did you
It's on the
fix that
shelf above
drone?
the seating area.
What does it do?
He is a cartography drone. I'll make him useful to us. Feel free to adjust the radio. It's on the shelf above the seating area.
Any luck with the self-diagnosis?
It'll be 36 minutes until it completes.
So, about this abnormal data.
It could be anything. It's probably related to my injury at our previous stop. My servos may need readjustments.
That won't interfere with you driving the bus.
Not at all, ma'am.
Someone should wake.
Why did you bring that piece of junk?
That piece of junk has plenty of potential, as do we all. Please don't touch.
Someone should wake Noam. They've been sleeping all morning.
There's nothing to look at. Might as well sleep through Nevada.
I'll be happy if I never see a desert again. Is Theo sleeping too?
I'm not sleeping.
Are you knitting? You knit?
Do you have a problem with that?
Not at all. I'm actually impressed.
What is it now?
You should eat something.
Okay, you're right, whatever. I'll eat something.
Did you detect any problems with our robot driver when you fixed it up?
Why?
It just told me there was some abnormal code. Maybe due to the injuries it suffered the other day.
You're saying I did a bad job putting it back together? Because I can tell you right now, I didn't.
I didn't say that. I was only asking because...
Whatever's wrong with it, it's not on me, okay? What do you want now? Are you just gonna hover?
How are you?
What?
I said, how
You
are
know how I am? Miserable. Angry. Exhausted.
You're in my light, Pax.
You must be happy we're back on schedule.
We don't have much of a buffer.
It's a straight line from here to Salt Lake, Theo. We'll be there tomorrow. On schedule.
I hope so. The librarian's expecting us. What's going on, Pax?
Where's our next gig happening?
A town called Wells, Nevada, at the Desert Lodge Lounge.
We did okay last night, don't you think? Fame and fortune still on the horizon.
Only the best will rise above the rest. I need to finish this knit. Maybe check in with the others, like your sister. It sounds like she isn't having the best time.
Are you planning on an all-knitter?
What?
You know, all-knitter. Like all-nighter, except with the
Please,
knitting.
go away.
See you later.
That doesn't even make sense.
I had a chat with our driver. They said something about abnormal data. They're running a self-diagnosis program.
I wouldn't worry. It's an old model. There are always software issues. The self-diagnosis will catch anything serious before it becomes a problem.
It's not fair. I'm trying my best with Ziggy, and I'm getting tired of her stonewalling me. We have to resolve things. It's affecting everyone. And I'm worried about her, but I can't get through to her. She's naive to think she can help fix everything. This country isn't fixable, or worth fixing. I don't know, kid. I'm almost starting to regret bringing her with us.
Yo,
Does the robot seem moody to you?
I really can't tell. I'm trying to find something to draw, but this landscape doesn't inspire great art. I can only draw a gnome's head so many times before it gets weird. And your sister doesn't like sitting still.
You're not working on your magnum opus?
My what?
Your comic book.
Graphic novel, and it's called Displaced, not Magnus Opium. I honestly don't feel inspired to work on a generational epic about Republic refugees in Pacifica right now. I'll get back to it at some point.
Magnum opus means masterpiece.
Oh, right, yeah. Not sure about masterpiece, more like masterpiece of shit, or maybe huge masterpiece.
You're too hard on yourself.
Never too hard. Speaking of hard things, I can't stop thinking about the battle we had with Justice. It's not like I didn't enjoy punching fascists in the face. It's a great pastime. But they're like the Postal Service. They're just gonna keep coming no matter what you do, and there's never an end to it. So what's the point? The only way to take Justice down is to do it from within. Anything else is just barking at postal trucks. Man, I wish I hadn't skipped breakfast, even though I'm so through with porridge. Aw, beef jerky would be the absolute shit right about now.
Can't help you.
I know, this one's on me. Should have prepared better.
Hey,
What up?
just hey.
Hey? Huh, okay. Now that word has lost all meaning. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. Deloxetine?
Sup?
I love you, Mummy.
Hey,
Yes?
I'm afraid we need to make an unscheduled stop. The vehicle is low on fuel. There is a standard energy station coming up on our right. Refueling will take about 10 minutes.
We should resupply while we're there. Maybe get something for dinner.
dinner? From a service station?
Yes?
No, Theo, no.
I'll start refueling. It will take about 10 minutes. You should probably disembark.
The sun is not doing my vitiligo any favors.
We should look for sunscreen.
Or even better, stay out of the sun completely.
I can literally feel my skin melting.
I hope the station's open. It looks a bit
Awesome?
abandoned.
What the heck?
Hey, that's our ride, man!
Oh, this isn't good.
Oh, it's gonna stop, right? It's stopping? The robot's just playing with us? Any second now. Any second.
I don't think it's stopping, Sai.
Where's Gnome?
Shit.
They're on the bus.
Well, that's good, right? Gnome can just bring the bus back when they wake up, right? Right? Yeah? No? Shit.
Who are you calling?
Who do you think? I'm trying to get in touch with Mom, or anyone who knows what happened to them.
Did you manage to get in touch with anyone?
No one's picking up.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, maybe not, but it's not a good sign.
This is a real pickle we've found ourselves in.
I'm sorry. A pickle?
I knew I shouldn't have trusted the robot. We'll check inside. Coming?
I'll stay here. Keep a lookout. Maybe the bus will turn around. Maybe I can hitch a ride back home.
I can't believe we're stuck here.
I swear I'll tear that goddamn thing apart when we catch up with the bus.
I don't understand. Luna reprogrammed it. Robots can't just ignore their programming.
I told you there was a problem. You told me not to worry about it.
Perhaps someone installed malware when we were on that detour. That shouldn't be possible, though. Not without a direct connection. And the robot would have warned us.
Do not blame me for this, Theo. I was against that robot from the start.
Fair enough. It could be worse. I put a tracker on the bus. It tells us how far and which direction. But we won't catch up by walking. And the tracker has a limited range.
We should check the station out.
Lead the way.
We're never seeing that bus again. Why the hell did the robot hijack our bus? What does a robot need a bus for? And what's gonna happen to Gnome? They must be freaking out by now. I can't really see Gnome wresting control of the bus back from the robot.
I don't think the machine's going to hurt them.
Maybe Gnome can bring the bus back when they wake up. Yeah, that's not happening. What now?
Let's check out the store.
After you.
Children and drinking their blood, killing us and putting
We made swings out of old truck tires like these back in Liberty. Sometimes the older kids would burn them. You could see the black smoke from miles away.
Welcome to Standard Energy, folks.
Another robot. Great.
I can't remember the excuse me?
Find anything you like?
Nah, everything here tastes like shit. And also, everything's expired. I'm just reliving my childhood, man. It's like taking a deep dive into pure nostalgia.
Find anything for dinner?
Nothing. Unless you're hankering for microwaved breakfast burritos. That expired 5 years ago. Also, my wallet's on the bus. We have no cash. We need to catch up with that bus, Pax.
Is there a car we could rent or borrow around here?
Afraid not, ma'am. Unless you count the wreck in the garage, and that's run its last mile. The closest dealership is probably in Reno or New Jerusalem. And there are no buses around here, except for the one you arrived in, that is. This is the first time in 30 years I've seen a bus drop someone off here. I have to warn you, ma'am, there's unlikely to be another bus anytime soon.
Who's that on the poster?
Oh, well, that's my Betty, the love of my life. She's a swell gal. We came off the assembly line at the same time, and I knew as soon as I laid eyes on her, she was the one.
Okay. Everyone deserves love. So, is she?
Betty?
Right. Is Betty around?
Oh, no. She works at Betty's Diner. No Betty's ever worked at a Standard Energy service station.
Silly me. And this diner, is it close? You guys see each other on Sundays or something?
I haven't seen my Betty since, well, we shipped from the factory. I honestly don't know where she works. Alls I know is she works at a diner. And not just any diner, mind. A Betty's
Diner. Got it. Sad story being separated from the one you love.
It is. I wrote her a letter a few decades ago, but so far I haven't been able to send it. The only folks we see on a regular basis around here are riders, and the occasional Justice Patrol. Usually in that order. But it's months since the authorities last showed up. Not much of interest going on out here in the desert.
What was that letter you were talking about? The one you wrote to Betty?
Did someone say Betty?
Oh, yes. Well, I've got it right here. It has a stamp, but no address because, well, because I don't know where my Betty is. I wish I could be with her. Provide for her, make sure she's okay. But since I can't take care of her, at least I can write to her. Tell her I love her.
Oh, that might be the saddest thing I've ever heard. Look, Henry, give us that letter. If we find your Betty on the road, when we find your Betty, we'll give her the letter.
Much obliged, young lady. You're a real sweetheart.
Do you know if there's any taxis around or like ride-sharing services?
I'm afraid there are no taxis, ma'am. As for ride-sharing services...
Never mind.
So, what are you folks doing here? I'm guessing you're not here to fuel up.
So we're basically stuck here.
I'm afraid so, ma'am.
Do you get a lot of bikers here?
We do. I don't mean to be unfriendly, but we could do with fewer of them. If they buy anything at all, it's just grain liquor. They light a fire in the parking lot to let others know there's a party going on. And then they just drink. Sometimes they steal stuff, if there's anything left to steal. And by the time justice shows up, if they show up, the riders are long gone. Take your time. I've got all day.
That wasn't a public bus, that was our tour bus. Our robot driver decided to do a runner.
Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm very sorry a robot did that to you. There must be something very wrong with it.
You can say that again.
There must be something very
Okay,
wrong with it.
no. Are you able to call for a Justice Patrol?
There's an alarm that connects with their switchboard in Reno, but, well, I'm lucky if they show up at all. Last time, it took 3 days before they sent a car. And then the officers threatened to shut me off. They don't like to come out here into riders' territory.
How often do you see these bikers?
Pretty often. But they don't operate on a schedule. They show up, buy booze, and light a fire in the lot. I figure the fire is some sort of signal, because it usually doesn't take long for more to show. And then they party. For hours. They don't bother me much, but they scare away other customers. And when they're drunk, they'll often shoplift.
Thanks.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
I can't remember the last time I was inside a Standard Energy. This place brings back so many memories.
We can't stay here much longer.
Please come again.
So, what do we do now?
We need to find a way to draw their attention.
Whose attention?
Horned riders.
What? Fuck that, are you serious?
It might backfire. But I see where you're going with this.
This mural is pretty cool. Whoever made it.
There's no car, but the robot attendant gave me an idea. This is biker gang territory, and this station is a gathering spot. Bikers mean bikes. Bikes mean...
A way out. Let me know what I can do.
Theo, unlock this door for me.
You think that's a good idea? Okay, I trust you. If you think this will help us get out of here.
Aaron, it's not with an iron fist.
Sai? Can you lift this door?
What if it's wired to an alarm? What if the Henry is armed? What if Justice show up? Not trying to be difficult, Pax, but let's please find another way.
Z! You kept the trucks in Liberty running. Can you help me figure out why this one doesn't start?
This belongs to someone. We can't just take it, okay? Well, what if they need it? What if they can't survive without it? Nope, I'm not helping you commit any more crimes, Pax.
Theo! You must know something that can help us get this car started.
Software engineer, Pax. Software. You guys should know by now that I know nothing about cars.
Sai! You drive. Why doesn't this truck start up?
Look, I can make a car go forward, sometimes backwards, but I don't know shit about how they operate. Ask someone else.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I never know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking we need to draw attention to this place.
Whatever you need, just say the word.
Still getting a signal from the bus?
Growing faint, but yes, for now.
What can we burn that creates smoke?
Plastic? Rubber?
This must be where the riders light their fires.
What do you think it's used for? Human sacrifice?
Gnome? Could you help me here?
Gnome?
Damn. I forgot. What can we burn that creates smoke?
Plastic? Rubber?
Sai?
Yo,
I need your help with something. Can you carry this for me?
you know it. I can't see shit. I need guidance.
This way.
I'm not tired at all. Get it? Get it?
Just follow my voice.
Following.
Marco,
Follow.
let's go.
Come in.
Drop the tire in the fire pit?
Can do. Pax. Oh, what was I saying? Can do.
Let's light this up and catch us some riders.
I think you need an accelerant. It'll take a lot of heat to light up that tire.
Back in Liberty, some of the girls made their own moonshine. Talk about flammable.
Welcome back. Welcome back. What can I do for you this time, ma'am?
A bottle of your finest cheap booze, please.
Absolutely. I'll just need to see your Just ID along with the correct change. We accept no higher than a $20 bill. Do you have any more questions for me? I'm happy to answer them. I don't often get to exercise that programming.
Hey, Henry? About that picture,
Yes?
can you talk about what it represents?
Well,
The
ma'am,
tulips are
it
blooming.
represents the
Go!
factory-mandated
Go!
bond between Betty's
Okay.
and Henry's. For me, personally, it means more than that. It represents my Betty and the everlasting love between us. See you later, folks.
What are you doing?
Lighting the tire to draw the rider's attention.
You'll lose your eyebrows doing it like that. Give me the bottle. Pass me the rag, Theo.
What are you doing with that?
She's making a very special cocktail.
A very special. Oh, I get it. Cool. Is this part of the plan?
If it is, I approve.
No, this is bad.
Oh, she did start a fire. That was the plan, wasn't it?
You're insane, Pax. I'm just stating that for the record. Pax has officially lost her mind.
I hear something.
Like, buzzing. Bees? Are there bees in the desert? I thought all bees were
Bikes.
dead.
Not just bikes. Riders.
Fuck.
What do we do, Pax? Confront them or hide?
Hey, Is it really a good idea to go face...
Check the fire pit. See who sent the signal.
over there, and
We're going in to get some booze from Henry.
Nature
Anyone need
calls,
anything?
you answer.
I need this.
Anyone need anything
We
that
can't
can actually help?
wait.
Andre skipped
Someone's
breakfast.
Again?
Excuse me.
Most important meal of the day. I'll grab something.
You gotta take better care of yourself, Andre.
We're clear. And the bikes are right there. On your signal box.
Now's our chance, guys.
let's get out of here.
Hey, that's my bike.
And mine! Wait, I know those people!
Bitterman, damn it, it's those psychos from the other night.
You broke Antonio's back! No one fucks with the pack!